as we're moving on into part 3, which is looking at correlation and regression, let's quickly review what we covered in part 1 and part 2 of the course. At first, we looked at a lot of different graphs. So in our activity, we looked at both categorical as well as quantitative data. For the categorical data, we can make a frequency table, we can make a pie chart, and we can make a bar chart. For the quantitative data, we can make histograms, dot plots, stem plot, box plots, and so very different graphs for the different type of variables. So always consider, what was the question that was being asked, and then consider the responses to that when you're determining whether it's categorical or quantitative. Make sure you're using a correct graph. Use a categorical graph for your categorical data. Use a quantitative graph for your quantitative data. Same thing with the summary statistics. There are certain things you can calculate for each one of these type of variables. So if you have a categorical variable, you can look at the total number of counts in each category. You can convert those to percents or to proportions. For the quantitative data, there's a number of things you can calculate. We can calculate the mean, the median, the standard deviation, the IQR, the 5-number summary, among others. So you can see with quantitative data, there's a lot more different things we can calculate, and those would be our summary statistics. Then we also looked at comparing two or more variables, and what we focused on so far was looking at either two categorical variables or one categorical versus one quantitative variable. So when we have two categorical variables, we can put those into a contingency table. We can then make a split bar chart or a stacked bar chart in order to compare the percentages. So this really allows us to take different size groups and compare them percentage-wise. We did that when we looked at the race versus the force level used when we looked at stop and frisk. Then we looked at one categorical versus one quantitative variable, and this is where we can look at a side-by-side box plot. So one example we looked at was the comfort level versus the temperature of the IV fluid. With that, we can compare our summary stats per category. So again, because we have numeric data over here, we could calculate the mean, median, standard deviation, IQR, 5-number summary for each one of those variables. So more specifically for each temperature, we looked at the comfort level and looked at those summary statistics, and those we can compare. Like we can say which one had a larger median, which had a larger IQR, even the range. We can look at the overall shape by looking if it looks approximately symmetric or if there's a skew one way. So as we move into part 3, we are going to compare two quantitative variables. So this is quantitative versus quantitative variable. We are going to look at a scatter plot as far as the graph that displays those two variables, and then we're really going to dig deep into correlation and regression. Like, what kind of relationship do these two variables have? How strong is that relationship? Which direction does it go? How good is our predictive power? And so on.